Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel if you're new here, and what's up to my returning subscribers. So today's video is going to be a little different due to the crisis we're having right now around the world with the coronavirus. As you all know, lots of things in the stores are going out of stock, especially the cleaning supplies, disinfectant, and in particular for me, sanitizer is nowhere to be found, which I'm usually stocked up on and need because I use it on a day-to-day basis. And my refill bottle that I do have now, I'm running low on that. And since there's nowhere to be found, I decided to try and make my own. And before I decided to do that, I just had to find out the ingredients that I would need, like the products to put in to make my own sanitizer. So I just looked in the back of the active ingredients and the main ingredients, which is 70% alcohol, which was a little hard to find. So I got all of the ingredients that I'm going to have in my sanitizer. I was happy and lucky to get this rubbing alcohol, which is 70% alcohol, that my sister found the last gallon of at the beauty supply store. This is going to be like one of the main disinfectants inside of the sanitizer. This is optional, but I'm putting in a little glycerin inside of mine just so I don't have like dry hands, because sometimes sanitizer leaves your hand dry. I'm also going to be adding some tea tree oil inside of my sanitizer. Tea tree oil is used as an antibacterial oil as well, so I'm going to be adding some of that inside of my mixture. You're going to need something to put your sanitizer in. These are my three options I have. I have this big bottle because I didn't know how much I was going to make, and then I have these two smaller ones from Dollar Tree. Lastly, for the main ingredient, we're going to be using an aloe vera leaf. You can find this at your local like food store in the produce section, and it's not expensive. It's really cheap. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to cut my aloe vera leaf in chunks or pieces, because it is pretty long and the sides of this is very sharp. So please be careful if you're not an adult while doing this. I'm going to make sure I use every bit of the plant, even this part, even though it's not as chunky. I'm still going to get all of the aloe vera out. So first thing I'm going to do, as you can see, is I'm just going to thinly slice the top off and open that. When doing this, try not to rush, because like I said, the sides of the leaf is pretty sharp with thorns or whatever, and you don't want to cut too much, like, because you don't want to cut up the aloe vera. You want everything to be just like smooth as possible, because you're going to be scooping it out with a spoon after you're done opening it. So like I said before, you're going to take a spoon and you're just going to scrape and scoop out all of the aloe vera and get all of the pieces inside of your bowl or whatever you want to use. I'm using a measuring cup just so I can see how much one aloe vera leaf gives me. And yeah, so this is what I'm doing now. So I just want to give you guys like a little quick background about aloe vera leaf, or the gel of the aloe vera. It comes with a lot of benefits, especially for the skin. That's why most sanitizers, if you ever look at the ingredients in the back, some have some type of aloe in it. It's really good for the skin. It's moisturizing and it helps with cuts, bruises, and all those kind of things. So this is the aloe vera after I finished chopping up all of the pieces, and this is the chunks that's inside, and it gave me 2 cups, which is okay for one. Now I'm going to take the aloe vera and I'm going to put it inside this blending cup, and then I'm going to blend it, because you don't want to have it chunky. You want it to be more of a liquidy kind of substance. And make sure that you get all of the aloe vera out, because aloe vera gel is actually really sticky. So that's why I'm going to use a spoon, just to make sure that I'm getting all of it out, because I want all my money's worth and all of my aloe vera. And this is what it looks like inside of the blending cup. You want to make sure that you really blend this up really good. And don't worry if you do see a few green pieces of the plant inside of the outside of the skin inside of the aloe vera. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. This is natural. It's all right. So now that we're done, I'm going to be just pouring this inside of this bowl. And call me weird, but I don't know, this part was just so satisfying to me. Like, look at that, this looks so cool and I love it. But yeah, you're just gonna make sure you get all of the aloe vera juice out, And now I'm going to just pour some aside because I am going to be showing you guys, if you don't want alcohol inside of your mix, how to make sanitizer without alcohol. So I'm just going to put that a little bit aside. And now I'm just going to pour 1 cup of rubbing alcohol inside of this little 1 cup spoon, and I'm just going to pour that inside. Now I'm going to take a 1 tablespoon and put some of the glycerin inside, and I'm going to add that. Um, you don't have to add the glycerin. All of this is optional. I'm just doing the most minimal and what some of the ingredients was that I could get my hands on, because some people, I don't know if you'll be able to get to glycerin. It shouldn't be hard to get, but this is something that I already had. So yeah, if you can't get to it, you don't have to if you don't have any. And I'm just putting a few drops of tea tree oil, and this is also optional. You don't have to. And now I'm just going to take this spatula and I'm going to just stir it around and mix everything together. Now I'm going to be taking this funnel and I'm just going to pour the sanitizer inside one of the bottles. And sorry for my ashy hands, you know, the whole washing hands thing got me looking crazy. And just in case anyone was wondering, all of these like the tools and utensils I'm using, except for this bowl, is all from Dollar Tree. So shout out to Dollar Tree, because that's where most of my little stuff I'm using came from. And I'm just gonna put the top on, and then we're gonna try this bad boy out. I'm not gonna lie, I believe the glycerin and the aloe really gives this sanitizer this nice, slick, silky, like moisturizing, feel, and I love it. Now I'm just gonna fill up the spray bottle so you guys can see how that worked with the spray nozzle. And I got a little too excited and did a little bit overdoing and poured too much, so I had to pour some of that out, just so when I put the spray nozzle on top, it doesn't overflow. And then I'm going to show you how that spray pump works with the aloe vera, because it's not too thick and you can use it in a spray bottle. So onto the sanitizer with no alcohol. This one we're just going to be using water, and I'm going to be using 1/4 of a tablespoon of water, just because it's not going to be so much. I'm only going to be using 2 bottles for this. I'm going to be using 1/2 of a teaspoon of glycerin. I'm using less of this as well because we're not making too many bottles of this one. And I also wanted to mention, if I didn't earlier, with the tea tree oil, this is like my opinion and my option. You don't have to use the tea tree oil. I personally like the smell of tea tree oil and the benefits that it has, because it is known for its antibacterial benefits. So that's why I'm putting tea tree oil, because I like the scent and because what it helps with benefit wise. But you could put any other kind of scented oils you have, orange, lemongrass, whichever you prefer, but I just really love tea tree oil. And now I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm just going to stir that up. And this sanitizer will be going in the smaller spray bottle. This is going to be my personal batch because I honestly didn't want alcohol in it. And I want to mention too, as you can see with this sanitizer, it's like a light pink. At first, I didn't know why it was this color, because as you can see for the first batch I made, it was not pink. So basically, I learned that aloe vera does oxidize once it's cut open. It's kind of like avocado. Once the air hits it, it can change color. So that's why it turned pink, which actually was pretty cool and cute. And I'm going to do a little test just to show you guys what it looks like once I spray that out as well. And just put that and rub that in my skin. And with the water, it was a little more liquidy than the first batch, but it still had that smooth, nice texture to it. I put what was left inside of my measuring cup in a bottle, and it's also pink. So both of these right here, these sanitizers, are alcohol free. I wanted to show you guys a color difference in the sanitizer. The two lighter ones are the ones that have alcohol in it, so it still has this light color, and then these two on the side have no alcohol and they're actually like a little darker pink. I hope this video helped anyone who may be needing hand sanitizer. This wasn't my idea of my first DIY video, but it was necessary. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to share, and remember guys, keep your hands clean and stay tuned for more videos.